now that we're all in college, we all know how important it is to have a computer. So now that we're all in college, most of us have probably already gone about buying a computer. If we haven't, we probably will sooner or later. So what I'm going to talk to you about today is going on how to buy a computer. I'm credible to speak about this because I've worked at Fry's Electronics for 6 years. I'm a computer salesman there, so I work a lot with computers. So what I'd like to do is hopefully by the end of the speech, the direction of my speech is that after this speech, I would hope that all of you have some direction of buying a computer and what to do, and maybe it'd be less confusing for you guys on buying a computer. So with that being said, I'd like to preview my speech. First, what I would talk about is knowing if it's time to buy a computer. After I talk about if it's time to buy a computer, what I will next talk about is the different types of computers. After I talk about the different types of computers, I would then go into where to buy a computer. So with me giving you guys a preview of my speech, I'd like to go into my first main point. My first main point, how to tell if it's time to buy a computer. A lot of times if you guys already have a computer, sometimes maybe you guys haven't bought one for a couple of years. It's always best to, if it's been more than 5 years, it's a good time to upgrade a computer. The reason why I would say it's 5 years, because technology moves quick. So it's always hard to keep up with technology. So if it's been more than 5 years, most people, if they're doing graphic design work or anything like that, average time is 2 years because they need to upgrade their graphics card and stuff like that. Also, another one is if your computer gets hot. Say you have a laptop. A lot of problems people have is they have their laptop, they sit it on their lap, and it gets hot. The reason it gets hot is because all the components that are inside the computer, they're old, and you're trying to ask it to do more than what it actually can. So what happens is it's trying to work very hard to do what you ask it to, so the fan inside gets hot, the motherboard gets hot, the processor, and that's what causes your computer to heat up. So when you're looking into checking your computer, it's always best to ask yourself what's wrong with the computer. Even though you guys might not be an expert, if you guys know, okay, if it's taking 20 minutes to turn on, shouldn't take that long. So you don't have to be a genius to know it's time to upgrade for a computer. So next, after I talk about, now that I've talked about if it's time to upgrade, I'd like to talk about knowing what type of computer to buy. There's all these questions, PC or a Mac. On that, it's just personally your preference. Do you like the operating system of a PC, or do you like the operating system of a Mac? But when you get into these categories, you have a choice between a laptop, a desktop, a tablet, a PC, a Mac, an all-in-one, an iPad. This is where it gets a little confusing. So with when you're choosing these, a lot of college students, what they do is they go in and they want to buy a tablet because the convenience of it. So say you go and you're going to buy a tablet that's an Android-based tablet or an iPad. Sometimes that might not be the best choice because unless you have another computer at home already, on these tablet computers, you cannot access Word or PowerPoint, none of those applications that you usually need to do homework. But if you go and buy a Windows tablet, you have that accessibility. So from there, most of the time when you want a tablet or an iPad, it's best to already have a computer at home. But if you guys don't plan on taking your computer anywhere, if it's not going to be portable, I'd recommend getting a desktop because you get a bigger bang for your buck. But if you guys are going to take your computer with you and you want it to be portable, that's when I'd recommend buying a laptop. If you need space on your desk and you want to cut down space, I'd recommend an all-in-one computer. So according to Bill Gates, from an article called Technologically Reports, he stated in the year 2000 that within the next 5 years that there'd be a big demand for tablets. And he was right, but the thing with the tablets when they came out, they all started off being Android-based tablets, and BlackBerry made a tablet, HP made a tablet. But now, with the accessibility, meaning that people need it to take with them, have Word, Excel, PowerPoint. Now you have the Microsoft Surface tablet, which is a Windows-based tablet that allows you to do everything you need, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and it's in a small form, so it's easy. and portable for you to take. So with the tablets booming, it's giving everyone more accessibility. Also, when it goes to getting one of these computers, it's always best to, in a magazine titled 3 Simple Rules for Buying a New Laptop, Rick Broida says that the 3 simple rules are making sure you get 4 gigs of RAM, if possible get a solid state hard drive, and also before you buy it, make sure you go somewhere to buy it. With that being said, I'm going to go into my next point, which is where to buy a computer. A lot of people go on, you could buy them at yard sales, Craigslist, Fry's Electronics, Best Buy, Costco, Walmart. But these are usually the places I recommend to buy it, but I wouldn't recommend Craigslist or a yard sale because you don't know what you're getting. The places I recommend are usually Fry's, Best Buy, Costco, Walmart. The reason why I recommend those is because you could physically go in and you could see what you're buying. Say you could also buy online, like Amazon, Newegg, they offer to buy online. But it's always best to see it. So with that being said, where to buy, I'm going to bring my speech to an end. So pretty much in my speech, what I covered is I covered knowing when it's time to buy a new computer. Also, I covered where to buy a computer, and also how to tell if it's time to buy a new computer. So hopefully by the end of this speech, you guys might have a better understanding on how to buy a computer. And if you guys don't and you still need help, you guys could come see me and I'll do the hard work for you.